And the biggest threat to those dreams is ourselves. I know I can make good stuff too. I know I have the skills to do it. I've done it before. I've just never done it consistently. And the name of the game is consistency. All right, we just started our run. Got some chaperone in the ears. And this is gonna be a 3.75 mile easy run. It's gonna be nice and chill out here in the neighborhood. Not too sure if I'm gonna go to a Dunkin' or Potbelly. We'll see how I feel. I just gotta get the cadence going, the movements going, and we'll be all right. We're gonna make it through today. We've got a 6-mile race at the end of the month too, so we'll get there. I'm not really a fan of running on uneven sidewalks, but we gotta get it out. Gotta get out here, gotta get it done. So I'm running toward where the train station is. There's a Dunkin' and a Potbelly, but we're gonna keep running around the neighborhood just a little longer. Make a little turn. That's why I like these Pearl Clip headphones too, because you can still hear if you gotta cross busy streets. And running anywhere, but running in the city of Chicago or the neighborhoods, people be flying. There's Dunkin'. Is that where we're going? Is that where we're going? Do I need more coffee? I don't know. All right, I'm about 0.75 through my first mile. I'll make a decision of where I'm going. At 1 mile, you'll know. I don't know if I'll know, but we'll figure it out. There's Potbelly. Where are we going? I gotta get to the intersection. Okay, so I ran my first mile. I'd say it was a little under 13 minutes. My calves are feeling pretty tight right now. So, okay, here's the thing. I got hurt on Monday. Hurt my back, or my neck, what I thought was my back and neck. And then let me lower this music in my ears. Oh my God, it's going up now. I love you, Noah, Kahan. But I gotta lower you. Okay. So, had this tweak in my neck and back area last week. Went to the chiropractor twice, 2 days in a row. Then kind of did more of my own home remedy care, because my chiro is the chiro that I see whenever I need anything, but they're 45 minutes away from where I'm at now. But I like them, so I'm gonna keep going. But 2 days in a row was enough. So here's the thing. Back. Let's get centered now, because I'll rehash the story over and over. But so for a week, I didn't eat like crap. I mean, I ate out a couple times because we had guests from out of town. We went to one of our favorite restaurants downtown. And then, had sushi, pizza. We did the whole thing. So, I'm not gonna lie. But I was proud of myself because I didn't overdo it. But where I am in my journey right now is like, just doing any of that stuff. Ooh, cramping in my lower calf. a little bit. Where I am in my journey right now is doing any form of eating out feels like it's just an enemy to me right now. And, you know, I thought maybe, okay, I haven't done anything in a week. I'll reward myself a little treat, and I'll go to one of the two places that I always crave. I always crave a Dunkin'. I don't drink coffee a lot, but I do have cravings sometimes in the morning. You know, you just having a good day, or it's a Friday and you want a little bit of Dunkin', a little hot coffee, and then the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and some hash browns. Now, that's my inner, this might be loud here, but this is a good test for the Mic Minis. I'll keep talking. Oh, maybe I won't. Okay, got it out of there. So, I crave that sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and hash browns. Man, that shit is good. So, I was like, okay, I'll reward myself with either, not that. I knew I wasn't gonna have that, but I would get a coffee of some sort. And then I thought about also going to Potbelly because it just sounded good. My wife went there this past week without me, and I was like, ooh, it's just like, you know when something clicks in your mind and it just gives you that craving, you feel it in your teeth? Maybe that's just my inner fat boy talking, but I was like, ooh, Potbelly. And then I started just thinking about it, and I was like, okay, when I start running again, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna go there. But then, like right now, I'm running and I'm like, why do I want to keep doing this to myself? Like, yes, it's a little treat, and yes, have grace on myself, and yes, like whatever, but like I get in these cycles of wanting to get better and get healthy, and then I make like these little cases for myself that, oh, like I'll be fine, I'll eat this, and I know I'm gonna work out. And yeah, that's managed to keep me at the heavy weight that I've been at for so long, you know? And it's just like, why can't I just have more self-control instead of opening that door to my little enemies and them just like running rampant, freaking jumping on a bouncy house inside my mind and all over my emotions. So, no, I was excited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna run, yeah, Potbelly. I think I knew I wanted Potbelly the whole time. I just threw Dunkin' in there as like the lesser evil, but they're both evil right now. They're both evil. They're both enemies to me. So I'm not going to either. I pay for Factor meals, and that's the other thing. I pay for Factor meals to come to my house. I'm gonna have a Factor meal, and I'm gonna be content, and I'm gonna get back on this boat because this is not gonna keep me down. I'm not gonna fall victim to my cycles anymore. I'm gonna break those cycles, and you're gonna be here with me doing that. So I ran my mile, I got it in. My legs are a little tight, and that's okay. That happens after a week, but I felt good on that mile, man. I felt strong. So I'm really happy with that. I'll take it. I'm just gonna keep getting walking and talking to you guys because I like this. So I got the Osmo Action 5 right now, and I've got my DJI Mic Mini, and I've been also, you know, along with this like fitness journey, I've also wanted to start vlogging a little bit more, or recording. And I know there's a lot of us out there who feel this way when it comes to recording and just wanting to start something new, something that you feel in your gut that you should be doing, and you just keep putting it off because you're either scared that you don't know where to start, or you don't know how, or you're like me and you think, and you really, I'm learning this about myself in therapy, is that I am a perfectionist of sorts, and there's a lot of fears that I have: fear of judgment, fear of perception, fear of everything, not being good enough, not being ready. And that's all tendencies of being a perfectionist. And the biggest thing is, you can't fall victim to the trap of thinking you need all these things to start. Like, I have a lot of cameras, now that I think about it, but you know, I think I got into the game where there's a lot of good creators out there, a lot of people making really good stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, I know I can make good stuff too. I know I have the skills to do it. I've done it before. I've just never done it consistently. And the name of the game is consistency. And man, I tell you, it's tough. It's tough because it's like, I'm 33. I do have a 9-to-5. I have a career. I have a really good career. But I also have a really big dream. And I have glimpses of this dream, and I don't really know how to realize it sometimes. And even then, it's like I might have a part of this dream, but that might not be what God wants for me. He probably has something way better that I'm not even considering, right? Because I believe that God does not want the worst for me. So I can't even comprehend the goodness and the amazing realized dream that he has for me, right? But I have this dream, and I keep thinking, oh, I'll add more to my gear, or I'll add more cameras, I need these lenses, I need this, because that's a safety net. That is a way to make myself feel comfortable when I'm scared to do anything. I'm gonna walk down the alley. That's a way to make myself feel comfortable. But it also just keeps me from starting, because I'm like, well, I gotta wait for this to come in, and once I have that, and there's gonna be more and more things you're gonna want, and there's gonna be more and more things that you think you need. And I'm not saying that I'm out of the woods from that behavior, because I ended up buying the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is still not here. But I was like, well, I gotta start creating, and I need low stakes, low barrier to entry. And I bought the Osmo Action 5. And I already have a Sony a7S III. I have some really good lenses because I do CrossFit photography. Again, like, I know I'm good at it. I just haven't leaned into it. And then it's like I always find myself blaming my job. You know how much time I have on my hands without my job? And I'm just like wasting it away watching a lot of other content, or, you know, content of things I think I need to buy more of, or just sitting down and watching TV. It's killing me, man. It's killing me. It's killing my mood. It's killing my attitude. It's making me a version of myself I don't want to be anymore. And I'm trying to break that cycle. So I started running, started making little videos for TikTok and Instagram, and that's been super helpful because it's got me even more consistent than ever. So yeah, I say all that to say that there are things we want to do in this life, and the biggest threat to those dreams is ourselves. It is. So I stayed up super late last night because I've been watching Luis Hermosillo, and then he turned me on to Chris Meets Chris. And these guys are out here like doing the thing, man. They are world building. they are talking about life. They are talking about gear that we like. They are talking about things that are so relatable, and like, they are just utterly and completely themselves. And that's what I want to be. And I want to find myself. I want to find my tone and my language. And, you know, storytelling is a big part of my career job, but it's also a big part of my life. But every time I've turned this camera on, I kept thinking, well, I need to show up like this, and hey guys, how you doing? Or what's up guys, what's up? You know, like all this crap. And I'm just really, I got nervous recording. Somebody was outside and I got nervous. See? I gotta see my face back when I do that. But I thought I had to show up a certain way. And, you know, there's personalities out there that are great. There's people like Peter McKinnon, Maddie Hapuja, Adrian Per, Cariza, Colt, Kerwin, like great people out there. But the more that we try to show up like these people, and of course, Chris and Luis, right? All different creators, all really good in their own right. And then there's a bunch of people, me included, who try to show up thinking that's what we got to do to get attention. That's what we got to do to talk to people. Also, the color on this, I don't know how it's going to be for you guys, but the color on this, when this shows the greens, it looks good. I got to learn some more settings for my boys, right? So, but basically, I watch a lot of them, especially like Colt, Cariza, Luis, Chris, Adrian. They like all are great storytellers. And it's like, I'm sitting around here like, what's my thing? What's my thing? What's my thing? What if my thing is storytelling? And like, they were good at the craft, and then they got really good at storytelling. Again, I don't know any of them, but that's kind of what I'm guessing. For me, I've spent a lot of my life, you know, almost 34, experiencing things that all play into my story. But I fell in love with things like media and cameras and writing and movies and all that. And I've become a really good storyteller, but I haven't like cracked like this code that I follow, like a template, like, oh, this is how I tell a story, right? But I think by doing this, I think by recording myself, vlogging, working on little projects here and there, putting it all together, I'll be able to find that structure, that platform, that secret sauce, right? But it comes with consistency. It comes with consistency, not just adding and adding and adding. You know, another one, Films by Christian. He's on Instagram is where I follow him. I don't know if he's on anything else, but man, he is just so real. And I feel like he came not out of nowhere because he's been doing it, but he's starting to blow up too. And I really respect his stuff because he like literally says the things that are on my mind. So I'm like, you know what, man? I've got everything I need. I've got everything I need. I got to start doing it. So I'm out here, I'm recording. People probably see me, I don't know, neighbors, nosy neighbors, right? With my little extension rod and my Osmo Action. So I'm going to keep telling these stories and just showing up as I am, meeting you guys where you are. If you like what I'm saying, you know, keep showing up with me. That's all that I ask, is if you like it, show some love, keep showing up. I think there's something to be said about building community, and we can all do it. You know, I'm watching everybody else do it, and I love it. And I also feel like I have something to share, and good energy and good vibes and things to put out in this world. So I feel like it's my turn, and I just need to stay consistent.